Welcome to Taurus Wisdom Tarot. My name is Amber and I'm here with the channel message for the Taurus Collective. I welcome you whether you're new or you're returning. Welcome back. Let me go ahead and place some covering and protection over the reading. Spirit, I ask that you cover this reading, cover the Taurus Collective, cover myself, all of our loved ones. I ask that my angels, my guides, and my ancestors of the highest vibration be here with us as I channel these messages. Connecting with the Taurus Collective's ancestors, guides of the highest vibration. Ask that any negative energy sent this way be returned to sender. One thousandfold. So, I ask these things. Ashe. So Taurus, this message that I'm picking up on is a message from your ancestors. What do your ancestors want you to know? What messages do the Taurus Collective's ancestors want them to know? This is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. First, we have miracles, codes in nature. Miracles, codes in nature. Spirit is saying that your ancestors are always speaking to you. You have specifically created a reality in which your ancestors, certain ancestors, can communicate with you and speak to you. The code is in nature. The code is in your reality. The code is in your discernment. And please use your discernment. Use the messages. Take the messages that resonate with you. If it doesn't feel like it fits, don't force it. What else, Spirit? What do Taurus ancestors want them to know? What other messages does the ancestors of the Taurus Collective want them to know? Any other messages out of this deck? Intergalactic mastery, confirmation. Yeah, so these are your ancestors, right? These are your ancestors coming through, letting you know that you are connected to something bigger than what you may realize in the physical reality. Your DNA is coded with Us is what I'm hearing them say. It's your intergalactic family. Any other messages? Key. The key is in the code. The key is in the code. Transcend. Choices. Peace. Pay attention. Wow. Highest self. Glam. Justice. Change. Wow. Okay. What spirit animals want to come out? Some of you all could have in the past visited the pyramids. Maybe you have a plan to visit the pyramids. Maybe it's on your bucket list to visit the pyramids. This message could be for you if that resonates. Someone could have just moved. I'm also hearing someone could be, could do Reiki. What spirit animals want to come out? What spirit animals want to come out? You got the elephant at the bottom of the deck. What spirit animals want to come out? What messages? You have the eagle. It's time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you, and opportunities to never dreamed were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness. And I just naturally place that on top of the codes in nature, miracles. I feel like when you're ready to receive what your ancestors have for you day in and day out, at every single moment, you'll receive it. When you cultivate that sight, when you cultivate that desire, it's there. It's available to you. Zebra. Yep. Open-mindedness. There is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. So I'm hearing that some of you all are going through some challenging times right now, and I feel as though your ancestors are continuously trying to give you the key, continuously trying to kind of open a door for you to directly communicate with them. Some of you all may have ancestor altars. I'm hearing they need to be refreshing, like get the dust off of them. Go to that altar, speak to them. It's not just something you set up, leave, and forget. It's something that needs your energy. It's a connection. It's a give and a take. Also, put some water, put something living on your altar. You could put a bowl of water, preferably a clean bowl. I've just felt this need to kind of yawn. I'm feeling this like desire to like get some oxygen in. I'm feeling this like all of a sudden I'm feeling kind of like fatigued. I feel like your ancestors are also saying that they are getting tired of you asking for help, but not putting yourself in an open minded space to receive what it is that they're telling you. It's like they're saying, I've been speaking to you, but you're some of you all are having a hard time listening, receiving, acting upon what they are gently guiding you to do. There's not a lot of force here. Your ancestors are going to come in when you ask them to. And I do hear some of you all are asking. See? That just came out of nowhere. Some of you all are asking, some of you all are crying to your ancestors, but it's almost just like a vent session, not a, okay, let me get this out now. What do I do? I'm open to receive. I'm open to hear what it is that you have to say. 11:55 on the clock. Any other spirit animal messages? Butterfly metamorphosis. Ooh, shoots. See, I don't know what that's about. Metamorphosis. Pay attention to the areas in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. You are about to enter a phase of expansion and growth which will be highly beneficial for your future. Yeah, I feel like some of you all are going through that challenging time, but some of you all are ready to like do some really different and big things, step out of your comfort zone. And I feel like you know and understand that there's help. There's help available for you, and it's not necessarily something that you can see, right? It's not something that you can see. It is your spiritual team, it's your ancestors, it's your guides. It's the divine in all the ways that it expresses itself that's available to support you. Some of you may be deciding to date again. Some of you may be deciding to get married again. Maybe you're ready to have children, or maybe you're ready to take on that new business venture that you have always, it's been in the back of your mind to do, but now is the time you're feeling like is, the time of alignment to go forward. And your ancestors are saying, hey, I'm here. We're here. We're here to support you. We're here to protect you. We're here to give you higher knowledge, to give you higher wisdom. We're here to shape you. We're here to transform your mind, transform your sight. I do not know why I'm yawning, other than it's the energy in this channel, in this message. What is this miracle in codes in nature more about? Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Exactly. Exactly. There may have been a time in your life where this whole ancestor, spirit guide, higher self thing just was like not resonating with you. Like the truth of the unseen maybe just was not, it wasn't ringing true for you. But some of you all have experienced some things in life that now it's undeniable. And maybe some of the stories that you've received in the past, you know, you're realizing that that wasn't your truth, that was their truth. And their truth, it doesn't resonate with you. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. That's on underneath intergalactic mastery. And the zebra. Yeah, be more open to resolution. Be more open to problem solving. Be more open to understanding that you're going to win, you're going to lose. And it's only bad when you deem it as bad. It's only good when you deem it as good. But it's truth, right? It's truth. What is key about? Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Wow, that's right underneath key and metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. Relationships, judgment, empathy, change. That came out again. Honor, humor, guilt, and decision. So yeah, there's definitely the need to change, to transform, to let go of truths and that aren't yours, right? What concepts, what ideas have you adopted that aren't yours? And you realize that they bump up against what your true calling is, right? Like the intergalactic mastery is understanding that we have galactic family. We and there's like these pods in a sense, right? And within each pod there are truths, and you will be challenged with truths. You will be impressed upon with truths that are not truths from your pod. And there's a mastery, there's a study, there's an understanding, there's a discovery of truth that must happen within you to understand where you've come from and who you are. So you have to remember your ancestors, like you are your ancestors. Everything exists right here, right now, even though you can't see it. So that goes back to, maybe there's been times where you didn't believe this whole spiritual thing and the unseen world, the metaphysics of things. And now you realize that it's very much true and it's very much necessary. When you feel the call, when you feel the pull to understand and to dive into that world, you understand that what's within you is your support, right? So your ancestors are within you and they're always speaking to you through your environment, through the unseen world, and steadily giving you keys to unlock doors to higher wisdom, to higher levels of consciousness. There are keys to success in death. There are keys to success in transformation. Keys to success, keys to where you want to go to in failure. You can't take everything with you moving forward. You have to be willing to lighten the load, make space for the new knowledge, right? To make space for the new things, the opportunities. It's like if you have a closet, right, and it has your clothes in it. Well, say you want to, do a nice little shopping haul, right? You want to go and grab a bunch of stuff, or you get online and you want to order a bunch of things. Well, say your closet, it has a capacity in so many ways. You can only hang so much stuff up or fold so much stuff. It can only hold so many things. So that means you gotta make space. Your closet can't be jam-packed and you think you're gonna bring in 50, 60 more items. You gotta make space. So that's what your ancestors are saying, is they need you to make space for them. They need you to make space for them. Some ancestors are ready to be it's time to let them go so new ones can come in. You're ready to tap into new things, new ventures, new ideas, relationships, thought process. You're ready to expand. Well, it's almost kind of like you got a basketball team, right? Or you got a football team and you got multiple players, but all players aren't out on the field at the same time. All players aren't out on the court at the same time. You got other players that are ready to be tapped in, that are ready to substitute, right? That's like your ancestors. Those are the many aspects of yourself. It may be time to let one aspect of yourself get on the bench, or it may be time to let one aspect of yourself or an ancestor, right? An ancestor, it may be time to be done, right? Everything is constantly changing. It may be time to retire an ancestor, retire an idea, a version of yourself in order to step into what it is that's next. It may be time to let go of a relationship. Soul, your soul is preparing you to reestablish trust in the process. Yes. This is your soul, your ancestors, aspects of yourself asking you to trust again, but in a way that maybe you've never trusted before. This could also have to do with like a soulmate as well, because there's like two people sitting. I don't know if I can make that easier to see, but there's like two people sitting over here. Let me see if I can turn on some more light. There we go. Let's see if y'all can see it now. There could be a soulmate that's trying to come in. Relationship did pop up earlier at the bottom of that deck. What other messages does Taurus's ancestors want them to know? Love. Love can conquer anything and deep. I feel like this came out before. Look deeply within and discover your soul purpose in relationships. Yeah, so definitely a soul connection could be trying to enter your life, right? It could be somehow, some way you're standing in the way of that. I'm hearing, everybody wants connection. Everybody wants some type of closeness. And it may not look like the next person, but we all have our own desires and needs, right? Needs specifically. And I feel like you're needing something. And if it has to do with a relationship, you're calling in your soulmate, right? Maybe some of you are reaching out to your ancestors to help you call in your soulmate. I feel like your ancestors are saying, I'm telling you what to do. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to take on the journey, right? Just because you're calling in your soulmate doesn't mean that the very first person that you connect with or you meet or you find attractive is your soulmate. Are you going to trust the process of this journey? Are you going to trust the process of this unfolding? Soul, love, deep, honesty, failure, death. Wow. And see, with the eagle here, that is definitely, I feel like a higher up in your ancestry, like a higher up in the council has spoken. That's who I'm hearing right now, is a higher up within your ancestry council. We all have teams, we all have councils, we all have our own like inner like Congress or House of Representatives, or you know what I'm saying? I want to tap into the tarot. This is the Star Dreams Tarot. These cards are really pretty. Oh, shoot. Really pretty cards. What what does Taurus's ancestors want to tell them? What other messages? You know what I just saw? I just saw a vision of, okay, so I see this, right? This card. This is the deep card. I don't think that it is that easy to see, but it's a tree, right? And it has all of these roots. And then I'm envisioning this zebra energy, the open-mindedness, right? So you think about mind, you think about crown, you think about up, right? You think about the ethers, the clouds. But what I'm also seeing is that your thoughts run deep, right? Those roots to this really huge tree run deep into the earth. There's a lot about you that your ancestors know have been grounded and deeply rooted within you. Meaning your thoughts, meaning your actions, the things that you do. Your ancestors want to touch that too. They want to touch the depths of you. So open-mindedness is not just about up here in the clouds expansion. It's about going deep into your roots. So that means, okay, so what I just heard too is it may be time to do some investigating of your ancestry, right? Dig a little further into that. Understand where you've come from to better understand these, to connect deeper with your ancestors. You have not met all of your ancestors. You have ancestors on your team that really, really want you to get to know them. Death card comes out again. I feel like the death card came out twice in another reading too. Knight of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So it's like free yourself, release yourself. Go after the truth. Go after your truth. And receive all of what it is that you want and all of what it is that you say that you desire. Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to show you these cards too. This is the Death card. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay, so I was trying to fix the lighting on this, but here's the Death card that came out. Then you have the Knight of Swords. You have the Knight of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles. That's too bright. I wasn't trying to have all that right there. Okay. The Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so Queen of Cups and then Seven of Cups in reverse. Your ancestors are telling you that you can release the confusion. Like, you tap into us, you trust us, you get to know us like we know you, and the confusion will be gone. Right? Seven of Cups in reverse. The confusion will be gone. Because every single one of these cups have something in them. That means that there's a little bit of something here, a little bit of something there. And then you got the Queen of Cups. That's your intuition. That's your emotional intelligence. That's the nurturing factor. Like your ancestors are saying, can you nurture this relationship with us? They want to connect with you. So clearly someone's ancestors here don't feel that strong connection, and they're literally asking and crying out to connect with you, because they're not going to force themselves on you. This has to be a you job. This has to be a you thing. This has to be a true desire of yours. Because their communication is already very subtle for the most part. And they're speaking everywhere. They're talking to you through the stars, through the trees, through the animals, through the conversations you have, the thoughts that you have. But someone's ancestors here are not feeling heard. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they're feeling as though, like, they're feeling as though they're being asked for things, they're being cried to, they're being, vented to, but there's no space being created for their presence. Like there's no balance for them. I'm just hearing there's no space for us right now. They want space to be created. Some of you may not have an ancestor altar. Your ancestors are asking you to create just a little space for them. Create a space where you can connect with them. That's something that is just y'all's. What else do the Taurus Collective's ancestors want them to know? Ace of Swords. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. It feels like your ancestors are really excited, right? They're excited about something. It's like they have some knowledge for you, right? They have some knowledge for you. This is the intergalactic mastery. They have some knowledge for you that they know will benefit you. But they're recognizing that either you're completely tapped out of reality, or you've become so consumed with the physicality of this reality that you're not light enough to and receptive enough to receive the truth, receive what it is that they want to share. But they are determined. But they can only do so much without your desire, without the state of of receiving. They see some of you all in captivity, mental captivity, physical captivity, and they want to help free you. Wow, Queen of Swords. Yeah, they want to lead you down the right path. Help you make the decisions that are right for you, right? And not that you can make the wrong decisions, because you can't mess this thing up, right? Called life. You can't. Every decision is technically right for you. But sometimes we make decisions that take us down paths where we say we take this one path and it gets us to where we want to go, but we encounter 15 obstacles, right? When we could have taken the other path and only encountered 3 obstacles, right? So it's like all paths in a sense lead to the same place, but each path is going to be different. It's going to be marked and constructed differently, right? So if you have, like, say there's an obstacle course, the obstacles are going to be different depending on which course you run. Like I used to do like outdoor obstacle runs, and so they had different courses you could take. One was like a 5K, one was more of like a 10K, one was leaving longer. And depending on the course that you took, that there were different obstacles. Some of the obstacles were the same on each course, but each course had a different number of obstacles, and then each course also had different obstacles that weren't on the other one. So it was almost like levels of difficulty, levels of challenge. So that's why you can't mess it up, your ancestors say, but they would like to lead you down the path of least resistance. Yeah, that came out. 6 of Cups. Yeah, so the 6 of Cups is like that nostalgia feeling that past time, past life, right? So your your ancestors are also saying that you've traveled some paths, some roads already before. We've traveled some paths and some roads and journeyed some of these ways before that you're trying to take now. Right? So sometimes they're trying to warn you, hey, you don't really have to take this. You don't have to go this route. This is going to be really, really painful. This is going to be really, really hard. We'll be here, but you don't have to take this route. And some of you all keep taking the hardest route possible. You keep signing up for the most difficult things when you've already, in a sense, conquered those demons within yourself. You've conquered those timelines. You've already visited and frequent certain things. But there's it's like a comfortable pattern, right? And sometimes these patterns come from other lifetimes. It's not just this particular lifetime. Have you ever sat and thought to yourself, damn, like this feels familiar, but you can't even pinpoint it, right? So some people may call it deja vu. Some people may call it something else, right? Or you travel a path, you come across something, and it's just like, why does it have to be this hard? Right? The thing about Earth School is there's a little bit of everything. We don't always have to take really hard paths. And the things that we see as hard, we don't even have to choose to see them as that. We do that because we feel like we have to see it that way. The 6 of Cups gives me like cause and effect type energy. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like a lack of organization. Your ancestors are like, hey, I'll help you get organized, but will you trust me? Will you believe me? Will you follow me? Will you trust that I know the way, even when it feels scary, even when it feels unknown, even when it feels sketchy? Will you trust? Will you trust yourself enough to create a relationship with us, is what I'm hearing. Someone's ancestors so badly want to have a relationship with you. They want this Queen of Wands to be a right side up, like upright. For you to walk this planet with that confidence of like, my spiritual team does not fucking play about me. You know what I'm saying? Walk like that. Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, so the Seven of Swords off rip and Two of Swords right there is telling me shut off in trickery. Choice making, but shut off, blinded, not able to see which way to go. Seven of Swords is like that cunning trickery type of energy. That's another thing, is your ancestors want you to go ahead and cultivate this relationship with them to where y'all so tight that you know when trickster energy is trying to come in and portray themselves as your ancestors. You know when the message is from your ancestors or when it's from a trickster. And I do feel like I'm picking up on, let me see something real quick before I say something. Let me see something before I say something. This one. Clarity. Yeah. And a card got left over there. Guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Clarity. Take a moment to think about your situation to figure it out. So yeah, like your ancestors are noticing that there is some fear, right? And connecting with them. And they want you to get the clarity, right? They want you to understand how they communicate with you. They want you to move through this existence, through this life, and to have all of what it is that you desire and what you want and what you need. And they want to help you get that by opening your vision to them, understanding them. Because they're working and moving and doing things that you have no idea about. And they want to share their findings. They want to share the wealth. A lot of them are saying, I've been here, I've done this already. Let me show you the way. Let me give you a different view. Yeah, Five of Cups. And the Six of Wands in reverse. It feels like somebody here is afraid to connect. It's like someone told you, don't do that. Don't be talking to your ancestors. Don't be creating altars. Don't be doing that. That's witchcraft. That's the work of the devil. That's evil. Don't be doing that. You just need to go to church, and you just need to, read your Bible, and nothing's wrong with that, right? That's all a part of the spiritual world as well. And you, as you explore yourself and gain clarity, right? Clarity of your soul, of your heart, you'll know what's for you, what needs to be combined, and you'll figure out what your potion is for life. But there is some fear here. Six of Wands in reverse and the Five of Cups. It's like, I'm hearing like God's gonna abandon me if I tap into this world. And your ancestors are like, we are God. We're expressions of God just like you are. Five of Swords in reverse. Whew, excuse me. Five of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, and Three of Swords in reverse. Wow. There are lots of swords out here. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is like Five of Swords in reverse. It's time to dismantle and like extract the fear of self. Like, how you can't fear like, to have fear is to fear self, right? Some of you all were told things about spirituality, ancestors, and it was told to you in a malicious way to make you afraid, to keep you from your power, to keep you from tapping into understanding that you are a galactic being, have been, will be again. And I feel like some of you all have realized this, right? That's why you're even here. And so you have the Three of Swords in reverse. It's like the worst is over. You're recovering now. It's like, I used to watch this podcast every now and then. I still do. But one of the things that the host says is he's a recovering Catholic. And, no shade or no, I'm not knocking nobody that's religious or is Catholic or whatnot. But it was like him realizing that what he was taught wasn't true for him. Right? So he's like, I'm recovering from the thoughts that were impressed upon me that I realized really kept me boxed in, shaped in, molded for someone else's benefit. Right? Because the Three of Swords upright is straight up heartbreak, disappointment, difficulties in relationships, and all things like that. It's when it's reversed, that means that the difficulties have been gone. They're gone now. You got Five of Swords here in reverse. The difficulties, the conflict, the competition, the conniving energy, the malicious energy, all that's being desecrated. It's being burned down. It's being released. So there are some of you here that you're like, you know what? Let me go ahead and tap in. You're realizing I cannot mess this up. I'm here to explore. I'm here to create. It's really not that serious, but serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to I'm source. I'm an expression of source. You're an expression of source, and you're here to create. You're here to have fun. You're here to mess up. You're here to have failures. You're here to have wins. You're here to be the good guy. You're here to be the bad guy. You're here to be. And the idea of tapping into the spiritual world and understanding and hearing your ancestors and connecting with them and giving them offerings and telling them thank you, right? Asking them questions, that's not reckless unless you deem it to be. But your ancestors are saying, we're here. And they're not on no reckless type energy or time. Some of y'all's ancestors absolutely do not play about you and have been holding it down for you in some of the most subtle ways before you even incarnated here into this body. But I feel like they're ready to like rotate. You know what I'm saying? Like they're ready to, hey, it's time to, get such and such in the game. But we can't bring such and such into the game until you, Taurus, are ready to level up. How do they know you're ready to level up? You step into zebra energy. You have open mindedness, right? Your vision is of a higher perspective with the eagle. You're now seeking clarity, mastery of self. Any other messages for the Taurus collective? Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's a new beginning waiting for you. This is too many, but there's a new beginning waiting for you. It's like your ancestors are like, are you ready to end the cycle in which you've created? Like some of you all have some serious inertia around certain ideas and things in your life that your ancestors are like, hey, we'll help you clear it out, but we're not going to go against your will to do it. Because one of the things that you asked for and signed up for was free will in this existence. Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's nothing mediocre about your ancestors. Justice. Yeah, I feel like they're ready to take some action for you and on your behalf. Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's like this state of like boredom, like I have this to do, but I'm really not interested in doing it. I have this really cool offering, but I'm not really interested in it. But I feel like your ancestors are kind of getting this fire underneath them again because they do feel like there's something within you that's looking for them still, seeking them, wanting them. This message right here, this specific message what I'm about to say now is not for everybody, but someone's ancestors, they're ready for you to take accountability. Take accountability. Somebody's ancestors are saying that, you know, um, there's a little bit of everything, right? It's like good guy, bad guy. You're going to be all of that at some point in time. You're not always going to be the good guy in everybody's situation. But it's time to take accountability. Some of you all have been in a more victim mind state, and it's time to understand that everything you need and everything you want is right here, right now. But if you continuously say that it's everything and everyone else's fault, or you continue to move with fear of understanding the unseen, you're just a victim. You're just going to continuously live in this energy and on a vibrational frequency of victimhood. Knight of Wands. What's the Knight of Wands here for? Somebody's ancestors have a really strong sense of humor. Ace of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. Wow. Okay. The Moon in reverse. And the Moon in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. So it does feel like something has been hidden from you, Taurus. The abundance of something has been hidden with the Moon here in reverse, the Nine of Cups here in reverse, and the Ace of Cups here in reverse. Something has definitely been hidden. And I feel like for some of you all, you've hidden this from yourself. You've deceived yourself. You've been in a space of like escaping, right? And in that sense of escaping, you've blocked off some creativity, you've blocked off some expansion, you've blocked off this idea that, oh, I could be satisfied. Ace of Cups and Nine of Cups in reverse. You have the King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Moving forward, right? Moving forward with action. The Knight of Cups is a fast moving energy, real kind of young energy, kind of like one of the teenagers in the deck of tarot. Um, and it's like you're rushing forward. There's some of you that are rushing forward to mastery. Some of you all have decided to leave all limiting beliefs behind, all fears, all old constructs and ideas and ideologies behind, and you're jumping in head first, and you're like, "Hey, I'm open, right? I'm open to all of what it is that I need to experience and need to understand, and what I need." And that's what drew you to this connection with your ancestors. That's what drew you to this reading, is the desire to mastery of wealth, intelligence, practicality, kindness. All right, so we're at an hour already. Let me close out. What's the closeout message for Taurus? Eight of Wands in reverse. Spirit wants you to know, do not let the disturbance of others get you off track from where it is that you want to go. Because you have a lot of momentum working for you to move you where you want to go. You have a lot of momentum working for you to move you where you want to go. Don't let fear get in the way of your expansion, of your wealth, of your abundance. You got protection. You are protected, Taurus. Crystal technology, silicone. Somebody needs to tap into the energy of some crystals. I'm hearing put certain crystals on your ancestor altar. But before you do that, ask your ancestors, what crystals do they want you to put on the altar? And then you have grace. Your ancestors are being very patient and giving you lots of grace. Because the thing is ancestors are ancestors because at some point in time, they've been where you are. They are you. They are where you are. So there is lots of grace that's given. And lots of protection. Oh, yeah. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. I send you peace. I send you light. And I send you love. And until next time.